on the front of the building of the U.S. Department of Justice, there's etched in the stone the following quote: "Justice is the great interest of man on earth. Wherever her temple stands, there's a foundation for social security, general happiness, and the improvement and progress of our race." Justice. This was on my mind last week, the week before, because justice was brought up in another show I was watching or seeing. And he's speaking about justice and what justice is. And someone has said justice is a balancing, that there has to be a balance between when something unjustly, something wrong is done, and justice is the appropriate balance to that, to right the wrong, the injustice, the transgression. Well, what is balance? How does one rightly balance? What is the correct balancing weight for the transgression of a theft? What is the equal and level balance for the transgression of murder? How does one really come about with a balance? In some cultures, it is, if one steals, then because you steal with your hand, it is thus said that's an equal balance, that justice is a removing of a hand, because they are equal in kind. Theft is equal to the loss of a hand. It is held that if one takes a life, that justice, that the equality of doling out a punishment is the taking of another life in kind. But is that actually justice? Is that actually equal? On the face of it, a life for a life appears to be equal. But as you remove yourself from that, as you go down a line to a less severe transgression, how does one really come about a balance? I steal from a store, and thus you take my hand. I will never get that hand back. It will not grow back. I may receive an artificial limb, but I will not get that hand back. Whereas that which I stole could be returned. If it is destroyed, it can be replaced by an exact copy. So is that equal? Thus, if the difficulty is held in finding a justice in such a lesser thing, can you really hold and maintain that a life for life is in actuality just? Is it really equal? Is it really equal when you're saying the very fact that the taking of a life is wrong in itself? It is held to be the most severe transgression, the worst that one can do, the taking of a life. And so then to then come behind that and say, well, that is so bad that you have taken life, that the equal and just and righteous act to balance that out, to punish you equally upon that, is to take your life. And yet as hell that should stop there. For the one who takes the life of him who took the life initially is saved from being justly acted upon himself, because it is felt that he is in the right. He is in the right. It is equal for him to take a life of him who has taken a life. And yet we have an uneven balance, speaking in terms of quantity. For 2 lives are taken, but 3 are involved. What is justice? What is justice? How does one truly find what justice is? Justice is truth, my friend. There is no other. That which balances out all is truth. What can be of a greater interest of man on earth than truth? Even by substituting, putting any other word in, by putting in that word justice being the greatest interest, justice itself must be verified, validated, and vouched for. It must be defined. And then there's only one thing that does that. It must all pass through the gate of truth. It is truth which is the greatest of interest of man on earth. It is because it is truth which guides all men equally. Truth guides all men equally. There is no unbalance whatsoever. The truth is for you, just as the truth is there for another, as the truth is there for myself. It is there of equal balance. And wherever that temple of truth stands, that temple which cannot be brought asunder, which cannot be brought down, which does not weather, which does not fall victim to time, to the elements. Which its foundation is itself. The foundation of the temple of truth is truth. It is one complete and whole being. And it shows its balance. From the foundation to the body to the head, it is one complete and whole balance. The security of all is achieved through truth. Security, the social security for all, is achieved through truth. The happiness is achieved through truth. The truth guides us to that which will bring happiness and joy and peace. There is no other. It is only by way of truth that one knows a way to improve their self, to progress, to grow. It is only truth. It is truth which defines what improvement is. It is truth which defines what progress is. Every word that is upon that building is defined by truth. Is verified, validated, and vouched for by truth. Is balanced by truth. Truth is the justice.